Well, hello, Blue Zone friends. My name is Crystal Joy Johnson, and I'm going to be guiding you through a short meditation. You can be sitting in a chair, right? You don't have to be sitting cross-legged or in a fancy pose like Buddha. You can even be wearing regular clothes. You don't have to be in yoga clothes, right? We're only going to take about 5 minutes, so you can find the time to put that in your day. And the benefits that are coming through over and over from scientific research, there's just no reason that we shouldn't all be meditating on a regular basis. It's one of the best things we can do for our health, right? So my lecture is done. Let's experience it. Find a long spine. Now, if that means you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, you're kneeling, you're sitting in a chair, or even lying down, do not let the reason you don't meditate be because of the posture. Find a posture where you can be for 5 minutes. One of the keys is the long spine, though. We want the brain to be able to communicate with the body, and the body to be able to communicate with the brain. Now, with those eyes closed, right, we take visual stimulation out of the mix. And I'm going to talk you through a body scan. You're just going to bring your awareness to the area I name off and notice any sensation in that area, any tightness. If the muscles are tight, try to release them and soften. So bring the awareness to the forehead and the eyebrows and the muscles around the eyes. And then soften your jaw and your tongue, your neck and your throat. Soften those shoulders down away from the ears. And then soften the shoulders from the inside out. And let that softness trickle down through the upper arms, the elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Bring the awareness into the chest and the upper back. And soften down through that middle rib cage area, sensing the belly and the low back, and sensing and softening the hips, the upper legs, the knees, lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. And then bring the awareness back to the palms of your hands, whether they're palms up or palms down or stacked or interlaced, whatever's going on, no worries, right? But we have a mental map for our hands because we use them on a regular basis. And if you don't have hands and there's another part of your body that you use on a regular basis, right, then neurology is very connected to that. So bring your awareness there. And just notice if it feels like there's any pulsing or throbbing or aliveness there. For most folks, it's one of the most accessible places to feel that energy. And if the mind wanders off, that is part of meditation. It will do that. Every single time I meditate, my mind does wander off. Part of the meditation is to bring it back, to anchor it. That's what we're doing today anyway. So let's anchor it now in the belly. Bring your awareness into your abdomen, your belly. And just notice that when you inhale, that belly probably floats away from the spine. And when you exhale, that belly probably floats back towards the spine. So you're not pushing or pulling the belly. You're not trying to make it happen. You're simply observing the movement of the belly. And without efforting or straining, begin to deepen that breath a little bit. Maybe deepening the inhales, maybe lengthening the exhales. And don't worry about how anybody else is breathing or how you, quote, should breathe. Just work with the breath that you have today. And this breath is one of your best friends and most intimate partners. It's called the soft belly breath, or that's what I call it. Others do as well. But the technical name or the medical name would be diaphragmatic breathing. So we're involving our diaphragm when we soften the belly, which allows us to pull air down into the lower lobes of the lungs. And often when we breathe in this way, we start to move into what's called our parasympathetic system, which is our rest and digest part of the system. So let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring those hands together in front of the chest. We call this prayer hands or namaste hands. Take a big ol' inhale. And when you exhale, bow your head into your heart. And let's just end by taking a moment of gratitude that we gave ourselves the space and time, that we actually showed up and did this practice for ourselves. And maybe set an intention to try to do this a couple more times, a few more times this week. Again, it's not a big allotment of time. You can find the time. Just start to bring it in whenever you can. Namaste, friends. May all beings everywhere be well, including you.